The Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is on a mission to make ice cream healthy again. Take a listen.
Is relevant to my favorite food, which is ice cream. Since we came in about 5.5 months ago and started talking about eliminating dyes and other bad chemicals from our food.
Now, 40 of the largest U.S. ice cream makers that produce up to 90% of America's favorite frozen treat, they are vowing to eliminate 7 artificial food dyes by the end of 2027. Joining me now is pediatric surgeon and founder of ProCare Consultants and former co-director of the Children's Obesity Program at Children's National Hospital, Dr. Evan Nadler. Doctor, thanks for taking the time this morning. So you've got all these 40 ice cream makers pledging to remove 7 petroleum-based dyes from their products. How much of an impact does removing these dyes actually have on our health?
Well, first, Markie, thanks for having me. And second, I was going to wear a darker shirt, but I didn't want to be accused of wearing artificial food dyes during the start of the interview.
It's a good thing you went with the light blue. I approve.
Exactly.
Yes.
I didn't want anybody coming after me.
Your gardenia blue. We'll get to that in just a second.
Gardenia blue.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you bring up a great point. It's great that we're removing artificial food dyes from ice cream and a lot of the other foods that have already gone through this process with the HHS secretary. But in the overall scheme of things, first of all, these changes aren't going to happen until 2026 or 2028 in the cases of the ice cream products. And second of all, the time it takes for food dyes to cause health problems, if they actually do, because the science there isn't really super tight, it's going to be years. So we're not really going to see any changes in the overall health of America anytime soon.
Yeah. My first thought when I was reading about the ice cream and this new FDA-approved dye called Gardenia Blue, it should have been about health, but my first thought truly was, oh gosh, what does this mean for flavor, right? And color of our favorite ice creams. Any idea how that's going to change things, doctor?
Yeah, well, I would think that the flavor, so for instance, mint chip, one of my favorite flavors.
Yeah.
There are brands that make mint chip that are white in background color with your chocolate chips. And then there are brands that make it bright green. And as far as I can tell, they don't really taste any different. In fact, I prefer the ones that look white, and not because of the color, but just because of how it tastes. So I think taste probably won't change that much, especially since we're not really doing anything about artificial flavors. We're really just talking about artificial dyes. But, time will tell.
Yeah, and eliminating food dyes doesn't even begin to address added sugars, saturated fats found in ice cream. Should that have been more of the focus, and will that be next?
Well, I think RFK is looking for the easy wins here, right? And food dyes, petroleum-based food dyes, it's hard to find advocates for petroleum-based food dyes, who really needs them. Harder to encourage ice cream makers to limit sugar, and saturated fat, that's still a pretty controversial topic, because there are those, including the current FDA commissioner, who are saying that we've unfairly demonized saturated fat, whereas I think most cardiologists would say, no, that demonization is actually pretty accurate for risk of heart disease, high cholesterol, et cetera. So, I think it's one step at a time. Again, I totally support what we're doing here with getting rid of some food dyes that we don't really need. And there's potentially a secondary benefit by having Americans consume less if these foods are less bright. But again, this is fairly limited. It's dairy products only. I don't know what it's going to mean for sherbet or Italian ices, or I think your bomb pops are still going to be pretty red, white, and blue with some artificial colors.
Oh, doesn't that take you back to childhood? 4th of July, real fun. But to your point about color, so many kids, gravitate straight toward the cotton candy colors and what they see on the shelves. They seem more fun. I got to end it there, but Dr. Evan Nadler, really appreciate your time and expertise this morning. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.